All right, let me paint you a picture. It's January 1st. You've got your shiny new goals all lined up. You're hyped, motivated, ready to crush it. Fast forward a month and, well, let's just say those goals are collecting dust next to that unused yoga mat and that book you promised you'd read. Sound familiar? Yeah, same here. Here's the thing. It's not that you're not capable. It's not that you're lazy. And it's definitely not that you don't want it badly enough. It's just that most of us are going about it the wrong way. Here's the deal. Reaching your goals isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. And today, we're breaking down the sneaky reasons you're not hitting your goals. And of course, how to fix it. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to finally make it happen. Sounds good? Then let's get into it. Part 1. The Dreamer's Trap. Let's face it, dreaming is fun. It feels good to picture your ideal life, whether that's running your dream business, traveling the world, or finally mastering that handstand. But here's the thing about dreams. They're seductive. They trick us into feeling like we've done something when all we've done is imagine the outcome. I call this the dreamer's trap. It's when you spend so much time fantasizing about the end goal that you never actually figure out the messy middle, the how. Let's take a common goal. I want to get fit. Sounds great, right? But what does that even mean? How fit? By when? How will you do it? Without answers, you're just floating in dreamland. Here's the fix. Turn that vague dream into a clear, actionable goal. Instead of, I want to get fit, try this. I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and eating more veggies. Now we're getting somewhere. See the difference? It's not just about what you want. It's about how you're going to get there. The more specific you are, the better. Think of it like using GPS. You wouldn't just type, take me somewhere cool into your Maps app, right? You give it an address. Goals work the same way. Okay, so we've made it specific. Now what? Here's where a lot of people get stuck. They overthink the next step. I don't know where to start is the classic excuse. But let me tell you a secret. Any step is better than no step. Action is the antidote to confusion. Start small. Start messy. Just start. And here's a pro tip. Break your goal into what I call micro wins. Tiny, achievable actions that give you momentum. Micro wins might look like this. Day 1, walk for 10 minutes. Day 2, swap soda for water. Day 3, do 5 push-ups. Sounds simple, right? But that's the point. Small wins add up, and suddenly your dream doesn't feel so overwhelming anymore. Now, let's move on to the next part, because trust me, there's more to this puzzle. Part 2, the motivation myth. Here's the thing about motivation. It's like that flaky friend who's always super excited to make plans, but then cancels at the last minute. Some days it's there hyping you up, and other days nothing. And you're left wondering, where's my drive? But here's the secret. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on habits. Think about it. Do you really think athletes feel motivated to wake up at 5 a.m. every day? No. They've built a system, a routine that takes the decision-making out of the equation. Motivation is like the spark that lights the fire, but discipline and habits are what keep it burning. So let's get practical. Instead of saying, I'll work out when I feel motivated, try this. Pick a specific time and place for your workouts. Say, I'll go for a run every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. This way, it's just something you do, not something you have to think about. Here's a pro tip. Make it easy to start. If you're trying to hit the gym, pack your bag the night before. If you're trying to write more, leave your notebook or laptop out where you'll see it. Remove the friction and the habit becomes automatic. Let's address the elephant in the room. What if you're too tired or not in the mood? Look, that's normal. But let me tell you about the 2-minute rule. It's magic. If the task feels overwhelming, just commit to doing it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of stretching, 2 minutes of writing, 2 minutes of cleaning. What happens? You trick your brain into starting, and more often than not, you'll keep going. See, motivation isn't what gets the job done. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it. The more you show up, the less you rely on that flaky friend, and the more consistent you become. Final thought on this: motivation is nice to have, but discipline is what changes the game. Start small, show up daily, and watch how quickly those habits snowball into real progress. Trust me, it's worth it. Drop a comment with one habit you want to build this week. Let's make it happen together. Part 3, the fear factor. All right, let's be real. Fear is a sneaky little gremlin that loves to whisper in your ear. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you're just not good enough? Sound familiar? Yeah, I've also experienced that, trust me. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people never start or quit halfway. The crazy thing is, we often confuse fear with logic. You think, maybe I shouldn't apply for that job because I'm not qualified. But what you're really saying is, I'm scared of being rejected. Fear tricks us into playing small, keeping us safe but stuck. But here's the kicker. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. Think about this. Edison failed 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. Imagine if he stopped at failure 999. We'd all still be sitting in the dark. Failure is just feedback. It's the universe saying, not this way, try another. Here's a personal story. A few years ago, I bombed a presentation. I'm talking epic fail. I was so embarrassed. I wanted to crawl under a rock and stay there forever. But guess what? That failure taught me how to prepare better, how to handle nerves, and how to keep going when things don't go as planned. Now, I actually look forward to public speaking. Who would have thought? So here's your action step. Reframe failure. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Flip it. Ask, what's the worst that could happen? You might embarrass yourself. Big deal. You might learn something even better. And if you fail, guess what? You're ahead of everyone who never tried in the first place. Another tip, celebrate small failures. Yeah, you heard me, celebrate them. Why? Because every failure means you're one step closer to figuring it out. It means you're in the game, and that's a win in itself. At the end of the day, fear is just a sign that you care about what you're doing. It means you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where all the magic happens. So don't let fear stop you. Let it guide you toward the lessons you need to learn. Part 4, the perfectionist's dilemma. Perfectionism, the silent killer of progress. You probably caught yourself saying, I'll start once I have everything figured out. Or maybe, I can't put this out until it's perfect. Let me tell you something. That mindset is the exact reason you're stuck. Perfection doesn't exist, and waiting for it just stops you from making any real progress. Here's the truth. Done is better than perfect. Seriously, I'll give you a simple analogy. You can stare at an empty canvas forever, trying to make the perfect painting. But until you actually start painting, you've created nothing. So here's the fix. Stop overthinking and just take action. If you wait until everything is perfectly aligned, you'll be waiting forever. Instead, start messy. Start with what you have, even if it's not perfect. As you keep going, things will naturally improve. An action step, set a timer for 15 minutes. That's it, just 15 minutes. Pick something small within your goal and do it. Even if it's imperfect, you'll be amazed at how much momentum you build from that small action. Perfection? It'll come later, but only if you start first. Here's another thing about perfectionism. It can make you afraid to share your work, even when you know deep down that others will benefit from it. It holds you back from sharing your ideas, your talent, or even your knowledge, because you're so afraid it's not good enough. And I get it. We all want to put our best foot forward. But let me tell you, your best today is enough. What you create today will be better than what you create tomorrow, because it's progress. Look at successful creators, entrepreneurs, or even everyday people who are making big strides. They all had to start somewhere, and they did it imperfectly. But guess what? They kept going. Another example is this channel. One look at my first video, and it's pathetic, but I still uploaded it, and compared to this, I can say I have quite improved. And that's the difference between them and the person waiting for perfection. So there's your final action step. Embrace messy progress. Every step forward counts, no matter how small or imperfect it feels. And remember, perfection is a trap. Progress is what truly matters. Conclusion, the game plan. So Here's the game plan. 1. Break your big goals into small, actionable steps. 2. Focus on systems, not motivation. 3. Fail forward. It's all part of the journey. And 4. Stop waiting for perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Now take one step, just one, towards your goal today. And hey, drop in the comments what you're working on. Let's keep each other accountable. You've got this. Like this video, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to crush your goals.